announced from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Carolina Panthers. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Dexter Lawrence. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now Darnold. Under pressure, they got him again. Azeez Ojulari. He's the one that drops him this go-around. And that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's complete to the right side. It's Marshall. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Here's Johnny Hacker now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Now Saquon Barkley, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley, and he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
A first down carry for Barkley, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move from the 22 to the 19.
Well, that rate, picking up 3 yards a carry, you and I both know that doesn't cut it in this league and trying to get first downs unless you're playing 4-down football. Then that's a whole different situation, but I don't think that's what they're trying to do here. 3rd and 4, though, is still manageable.
Kaepernick hit, fumble. He lost the football. So the turnover forced, and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
On any running play that's called, world, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on it.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Brian Burns make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Here's 3rd and long. Kaepernick needing a big play to counteract the sack. He'll look to throw.
That's a good game. I ain't seen that.
It's going to be intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it
Good
up.
defense.
And the Panthers force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football. Because remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
So they give up the completion there. But defensively, Charles, you're going up against a quarterback here who's had some moments, but really a lot of ups and downs in the early part of his career. What's the plan against a guy like this?
Well, you want to rattle him first and foremost. Bring some people at him, a couple extra guys in the pocket, see if he can handle it. The second thing, you want to make him think. Show him one look, go to another, disguise a few things, make him throw into what you call your defensive traps, and try to make some good plays on the ball and get a few takeaways.
We're scoreless after 1. Play action. It's Darnold. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now it's Darnold. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants side of the field. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Off of play action, Darnold. Escaping the pressure right. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. The shotgun snap for Darnold. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Tommy Tremble, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving. Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Yetur Gross-Matos able to run him down for a 15-yard loss, and it will be 4th down. The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. And taken right at the 35. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Darnold will hand off to McCaffrey. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. There's Tremble, the tight end. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
I'm about to come upstairs.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away.
Why he catch this motherfucker?
33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Giants' drive will start from deep in their territory with a 1st and 10. The Giants' offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Bro,
and a
if
short
you
game
make
here
the
as he gets it
fucking
up only
block,
to
you
about
don't.
the 6. Well, speed is definitely a calling card if you play cornerback in this league, and he does a terrific job there of hustling in quickly to make the play. Now Kaepernick. Man open, it's Tony. He's got it. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Kaepernick going to throw. Open man is Galladay, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete. 2nd and 10. Again, it's Kaepernick. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him
These
down.
niggas is not blocking.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts.
I'm just not realizing that the boys is not blocking.
Over what to do next. Play action. Now Kaepernick. Finding Sterling Shepard.
Niggas is not blocking, bro.
The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Darnold from the gun. And he will find the rookie from LSU, Terrace Marshall. And he will have a 1st down here as they get into field goal range, down just shy of the 20. Faking the give, Darnold. He's going to look deep for more. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
But Charles, something we talked about last week, when you start believing whether you're in the midst of a special season or not. Well, now they're at 6-0. Are you still trying to tamp down the expectations in that locker room?
Well, to me, it's less about tamping down expectations and much more about not getting ahead of yourself as a team. And look, they got to play each game individually, right? Many teams talk about being 1-0 at the end of each and every game each week. To me, you got to understand you cannot win the Super Bowl in October.
Trying to lay one up deep.
Oh, my.
Coverage and intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And his guys have got it back in the closing stages of the 1st half.
Oh, my goodness,
So
man.
now it appears they're going to accept the penalty, which means take away the interception. Also means keep your defense on the field. Don't understand this one bit.
That shit is so fucking
Gonzalez's
ass.
kick is good, and that will do it for this 1st half. So we come upon halftime intermission here with the visiting Panthers taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the 2nd half. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start calling back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Throwing deep for Galladay. They've got his man complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A big play that time through the air. 36 yards. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. To throw, it's Kaepernick.
Bro.
And he fires one that's intercepted.
Picked off by the rookie J.C. Horn.
And the Panthers are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Back to throw, Darnold. He sets to fire deep. That's caught inside the 20.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big connection on that one. 37 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Flush to his right. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
He's got it. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6, second and goal.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. Gonzalez now to add the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0.
Makes the score Panthers 17, Giants nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And what a return. Great field position all the way out to the 48 there.
We all know that teams never want to use the word panic. But if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. But the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Jeremy Chinn picks it off. There he goes, left side. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Gonzalez to add the PAT.
Why you get down there now?
And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score Panthers 24, Giants nothing.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Let me get my shit together.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the...
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. The Giant offense going to stay on the field as they'll go for 2. Kaepernick looking to throw for it. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop. I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold.
Come on, bro. J.C. Jackson.
And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Azeez Ojulari there on the tackle. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Darnold down to throw. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So we'll get the penalty all sorted out when we get back. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Open man left side. It's the tight end Trimble. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you've got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey, and he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown.
I can't catch it.
Christian McCaffrey with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Panthers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 23. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taking it about the 1. And his guys will get the football line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Now a play fake. Kaepernick. And that's complete to Shepard. And he's brought down. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Kaepernick now to throw.
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack.
That shit only happens as soon as I
Yetur
start to try to run.
Gross-Matos able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon. Now Kaepernick. This is Shepard on the catch. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 25-yard line.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws. That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
2nd and 6 at the 21-yard line.
They fake the give. Now Kaepernick. Steps away to his left. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from early.
He'll be hit and taken down at the 21.
How the fuck is
And
he
they need
getting
to work
that
to
in
at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Working from the gun. It's Kaepernick. To Barkley on the check down. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. So the completion good for 7 there. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
God knows, is it that bad?
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Kaepernick going to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Giants' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And it looks like the Panthers' hands team does its job. The 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Darnold. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. That is caught. It's Anderson. Touchdown, Panthers. So Sam Darnold, not really known for having the strongest arm in the NFL, but he certainly laid that one out there.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you can just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Kaepernick. This one complete to Devin Funchess. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Being chased out left. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. To throw, Kaepernick.
Oh,
and his pass is
Lord.
intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 40. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or 2.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that'll push the lead up to 29 now. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And some room to roam now. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
66 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. On the ground, McCaffrey. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
Fourth quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on first down. They did that plus 3.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Carolina, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Atlanta to take.
I really didn't even want to play. Fuck it.